It's been a long week, right? Are you ready to wind down? Why not? It's time for the Wine Time Fridays podcast with Shelley and Phil. Neither are sommeliers, but both have a deep passion for life, each other, and of course, delicious wine. And now, here to talk about this week over a glass of wine is Shelley and Phil. It's wine time!
Hello and welcome to another episode of Wine Time Fridays with Shelley and Phil. And no Grinches here. It is episode 243, Friday, December 13th. Happy Friday, Shelley. It's wine time.
Friday.
All right, let's get right into it.
Drink for wine.
Oh, show them that one. I think they've seen it before. Let me get a little closer here. This is her.
You can get that at the dollar store.
Or the $1.25 store.
Be able to.
Yeah, ring for wine. We have.
I saw it on Instagram also.
Yeah, but it's what we do. We ring the wine bell. We have one on the deck, which is very chilly right now out there. Balmy low to mid 30s. And we have one here, and I'm sure we have them other places. Sometimes we forget to bring them when we do a remote recording. And here we go. Okay. This is a 2022 Edna Valley Vineyards Chardonnay.
Don't roll your eyes if you don't like Chardonnay. You just haven't found the right one.
Right, and we don't know if this is going to be the right one or not. Great.
He's recovering.
I'm recovering.
Still.
That seems good. We have a meeting to go to still tonight, don't we? All right.
Yes, we do.
All right. So the whole idea behind this episode, honestly, life is so hectic right now. We have done a very poor job of, and when I say we, I mean me, of actually planning episodes and things like that. But lots in store for 2025. Like oh yeah, right in front of you, huh? Sorry, honey. There we go. Oh, I'm glad she's aware. Let's go ahead and toast this up to health, wealth, and abundance, and gratitude, and romance,
And peace on earth.
and goodwill towards men.
All men.
All men. Okay. So on the nose, I want to just say musty.
Musty. To me, well, it tastes pretty sweet for Chardonnay, I would say. But I do.
Have you tasted it already?
Sorry.
Oh, well, that's fine.
You said it toasted.
Well, I know. We toasted.
Okay.
I just didn't know. I didn't know, says Buddy the Elf.
Green apple with peach is what they say. I don't get much of a nose, actually. I think it has to be out a while. And we're kind of rushing this one.
We are rushing it a little bit, but...
It's that Christmas hustle.
Well, kind of, yeah. Part of the full disclosure, we were going to record yesterday, and so I had these wines, and then we ended up not recording.
So we drank one.
So we didn't have a Chardonnay, so we just drank it, and I had to go get it today. Again, but that's fine. We kind of have a little bit more history in on this one than maybe.
I don't think so.
Well, just because we had it yesterday, and now we're having it again today.
Yeah, it did open up after it was sitting out there for a while. So.
This is not probably my favorite nose. There's just something musty about it. I can't.
It's the oak, probably.
Yeah, maybe. So the notes that we have are for the 2020, but I have this feeling they don't actually change a whole lot from vintage to vintage. This is the 2022.
And Edna Valley is a Central Coast.
Central
wine
Coast,
in
yep.
California. Alcohol. I don't know what the alcohol is on this.
Well, let's check that right out, shall we? I should start putting notes on the back of the bottle like Gary Vaynerchuck does. Ooh, another shameless mention.
Puts notes on the back of his
Yeah, on the bottle, so he just gets like the price point and things like that.
It's $15. Both of these are Chardonnays. We chose 2 Chardonnays because they could easily be taken to a party or served at a dinner. Goes well with chicken and white meats.
Can you read that?
If I put my glasses on, probably. Oh my goodness. I have no clue.
Well,
It's on a patterned paper and it's very tiny.
yeah. You know, we have a new, a client that has kind of rebranded, and they did a whole brand script, including backgrounds and different fonts and different hex codes on the colors and things like that. And so I delivered their cards to them. They're all happy. And then the next day, they're like, it's kind of hard to see some of this. Like, I tried to tell you guys that. But they liked it. And they're like, no, we like it. But it is always something you have to think about whenever you brand and do anything. For instance, our Wine Time Friday stuff. I want to start putting P. Hilly shirts on it, but that P. Hilly shirts logo isn't the best logo to transfer. So now the brand virtually doesn't exist. I've never actually, made a shirt with that logo, but I'm going to start doing that. And you just have to think about all this stuff, reverse engineer it and everything. So anyway, yeah, this is kind of interesting. Let's
It's nice.
talk a little. Well, I kind of feel like I want to go right into the Rocky Pond wine word of the week.
Okay. Buttery.
Buttery. Do you believe we have not done Buttery before?
That is hard to believe.
Yeah, I was very excited because, we're getting to the point where it's kind of hard to find words we haven't done. And a few that we've done, we've repeated, but prefer not doing that. Yeah, I'm still trying to like this thing.
Buttery. It usually is a characteristic of wine that is aged in oak, and it is a characteristic of Chardonnay in particular.
Yep.
So creamy, buttery, that oaky,
Butterscotch.
thick sort of taste. Butterscotch.
Yeah, butterscotch. Back in the day, 20 some years ago, the trend, or what people really liked, was
it was longer than that.
Yeah, but it still was going. That's kind of when I started
Huge oak wine.
Huge oak. They're butter bombs,
Mostly
is what they call them.
California, yeah. So you'd
Yep.
think like Rombauer. What was another one?
I can think.
One wine that we love used to be more buttery.
Yeah, Marseillais. Yeah.
But I'm thinking of another one. Is it St. Eden? I'm not sure. Edna.
Sonoma-Cutrer.
A little.
Yeah, I mean, so some of these, they're just over the top buttery.
Some people liked that.
That's true. But that's what a lot of people don't like about Chardonnay. And here's the thing, and Shelley mentioned this at the very front end. We're doing Chardonnay, ABC, anything but Chardonnay. Our point is, maybe you haven't had the right Chardonnay. And maybe you just need to have an unoaked Chardonnay, which is letting the fruit talk,
Ryan Patrick has an unoaked Chardonnay.
Naked Chardonnay,
I
yep.
think Marseillais also.
They do, Marseillais Silver, yeah. Anyway, just keep at it. But if you are bound and determined not to like Chardonnay, that's fine. There's plenty of great white wines out there.
White.
Unless your name is Rich Perry, in which case they don't exist.
Only Cabernet.
Only Cabernet. We're going to take a quick break, maybe the fastest break in the history of Wine Time Fridays. And when we come back, we are going to open the other Chardonnay.
Okay.
Welcome back to Wine Time Fridays. Shelley and Phil, episode 243 on this 13th day of December 2024.
Where Phil is finishing my wine.
I am, after all, the dump bucket. The dump fill. We just finished the 2022 Edna Valley Vineyards Chardonnay, $15 at Fred Meyer. And now we are pouring the 2023 Hess Select Chardonnay, which is about $14 at Fred Meyer.
16 at the winery.
Yep, and they'll do that a lot. You know, I'm really happy. A couple things about what Cynthia's doing at Fred Meyer. First of all, much like Pilgrims, they'll bring in special wines, wines that are not on their shelves. But I've been asking around for Lady in Red. We talked about this last week. There's a case that's going to be at Fred Meyer. And I said, what's coming up next week? It's going to be a fun surprise. I kind of think we get to open a Lady in Red.
Oh, nice.
I'm pretty excited about that. Not only that, I think Kestrel might, I'm hopeful, might find a new home here in North Idaho in terms of distributorship and Eternal Wine. We might get Brad Binko's wines here. We might as well just say it right now.
Jesse.
Yeah, thank you, Jesse. If it all works. I probably shouldn't say that if it doesn't work.
Not.
But you know what? Just
hopeful.
Very hopeful, yeah. And Eternal is moving in about a month, give or
they
take.
haven't moved yet.
They have not moved yet, but they're moving just in about a month to their new facility. It'll be super exciting.
They graduated from the incubator.
They have graduated. And you know what? Brad has been a huge friend to this podcast. And, man, if we can get them into this market, we'll be so happy. I've had Pilgrims say, this Eternal Wine, we would love to carry them. So it's there's a lot of moving parts in the wine biz. I was at Lola when you were having practice about a week and a half ago.
For a very quick visit.
A quick visit, yeah.
We haven't tasted this.
No, but that's okay, though. Well, okay, hashtag cheersing.
Cheersing. Ding.
I like this better right off the bat. I like this a lot better right off the bat.
Mm-hmm. The other one has a thicker mouthfeel.
Yeah, there's just some pungent thing going on.
No, not pungent.
It was pungent to me.
Okay, it's okay.
Pungent to me.
You said misty.
No,
musty.
Musty.
That's not really pungent.
Well, it was both. It could be both.
Both can be true.
This guy was sitting next to it, Lola. He finally said something like, "Are you in the wine business or industry?" And I hemmed and hawed, and I kind of looked to Sam, and he said, "Well, superficially." And I'm like, yeah, kind of cheating. Because the people there in the wine industry, for reals, the wineries, the salespeople, the distributorship, all of that, they're all in, right? Sommeliers. We have a little podcast that we've done 243
So we
episodes.
get to talk to them, so that's good.
We get to talk to them, and, there has become
We're
some...
in the media industry.
We are. Every company is in the media industry.
Not really.
Really?
Not officially.
Well, okay. If you're a company, you better be in social media.
True, but
is
you're not working in the media.
no,
We
but
work
you need to use the media.
Yes,
that's
so
what
that's
people,
different.
don't get. Back to this. This is actually really good. I'm pleasantly surprised. These are two price points that, $15, give or take, and you should be able to find something that's decent. That Edna Valley, not entirely happy or excited about that. Me, personally, okay? In fact, this episode, we're kind of going back to our roots. This is kind of what we started doing.
With Chardonnay.
Just talking about some of the wines, yeah. But we have ourselves evolved to having guests featuring, we have all those different series and things like that, which is a lot of fun. But this is really going back to what we started doing, which is opening a bottle or two and talking about it. Yeah. So
this is a Napa Valley wine. So I was a little confused on their website when I was looking at it because Hess has been around a long time.
Mm-hmm.
But the people who own this are young looking. So I feel like...
I think they were purchased by...
I think they may have purchased it. They also... The young couple lives in South Africa part of the time. And they have family businesses around. So there's Hess Select and then there's Eagle something. Scroll up and see if you can... No, top.
What have you done?
Wait, okay, the Lion's Head collection.
Oh, there we go.
Yes, and that seems to be their project.
Okay.
The Lion's Head has something to do with a monument in South Africa, I believe. I didn't go into this very well because I was getting confused because you can accidentally get on the different tabs and it's not the same story. So.
This is,
But I do know there was an earthquake in 2014 which destroyed their cellar.
oh, interesting. This is 13.5 alcohol. Do you get aromas of grilled pineapple?
I get the pineapple, yes.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. It's nice.
I like this a lot, Shelley. I'm
For the
not even
price
joking. Yeah. It's funny.
So
'cause-
Dawn had good taste.
Oh my God. Yeah. Before we hit record, she's like, so you went with Hess Select, huh? I'm like, yeah, why? John, her former husband,
That
used to
was his
always
wine.
drink this. So, John Webb, there you go.
Here she is.
I'm not going to put a tag on. I'm not going to put his
You
name
don't
in
have to
mentions.
tag. He wouldn't listen anyways.
No, probably not. So we're going to take one last break, and when we come back, we're going to do some business, talk about the future, a little bit about the past, and we'll be right back.
Your turn.
Welcome back.
Welcome back to Wine Time Fridays, episode 243 on this Friday,
December
11/22. That's
Again? Oh, come on.
like what?
Oh, it's December 13th. How do I do that?
Friday the 13th? Oh no.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
I didn't do any notes on Friday the 13th. That's probably good. I don't mind if I do have a little bit more of this. This is actually really good.
Go ahead.
We have opened 2 Chardonnays that we both found on the shelves at Fred Meyer here in Coeur d'Alene. $15 on the Edna Valley Vineyard Chardonnay and $14 of this Hess Select Chardonnay, which is the 2023. Real quick, should I get into some of the buttery flavor profiles and winemaking techniques? Sure. Okay. Well, here we go. So some of the buttery flavor profiles, by the way.
Going back to the wine.
Yeah, wine
word of the week for Rocky Pond.
Rocky Pond.
Sponsored by Rocky Pond.
Sponsored by Rocky Pond. This is really good. This is toasty. This is toasty.
Keep saying that. It's a little toasty.
Yeah, but it's
I think
balanced.
They said it was 8 months in oak.
Oh, I forgot to double check that.
It's not that buttery though.
No, this is what we'd call mildly creamy.
It has a crispier finish definitely than the Edna.
Yeah, the Edna just not impressed with. And I wasn't impressed yesterday when I had it, which kind of bummed me. Well, I did because we had decided to do it. But both of these are California Chards, which are known for their butteriness. But this is definitely mild, and I would say balanced. Yeah, toasted butter. This word diacetyl, don't like it.
Where is it?
Right here, diacetyl. Dominance. In some cases, the diacetyl flavor can overpower the other components, resulting in an overly buttery or even artificial tasting wine. By the way, that is absolutely true. People do weird things when they're making wines to try to stretch the juice, essentially. And I'm not getting that on this Hess. Maybe on that Edna Valley, possibly. We have no relationship to Edna Valley. We have no... we don't have to. Yeah. So to sum up, when describing a California Chardonnay as buttery, you'll consider the intensity and character. What?
Creamy.
Yeah.
Buttery.
Yep. There's going to be there will be a little bit more depth and richness. But again, you're looking for that balance. You want to touch on these notes and profiles, not immerse yourself in it. Again, we all have our own likes and dislikes. But the balance is really good, Okay, let's talk a little bit about some of the wines we enjoyed this week.
Okay.
I'll do the first two and you do the last.
I know what's coming up.
We had an Erath Pinot Noir estate selection. We had 2 wines from J. Bookwalter. We had the J. Bookwalter Suspense, outstanding, and the Reader's Red Blend, also outstanding. Your turn.
Giovanna, Tantini, Bardolino, Chiaretto, and Hanna Chardonnay.
Well done.
Salentein Reserve Malbec,
And
DAOU Chardonnay. DAOU spelled D-A-O-U, all in caps.
like Rivaura is R-I-V-A-U-R-A.
That's
I said that in the sponsorship spots.
Oh.
Okay, here we go. Shelley, you're not going to be happy. You'll want to close your ears. Coming up, the 31st is National Champagne Day. And by the way, January 1st is the global National Champagne Day. So let's just suffice it to say we've got some champagnes coming up in the future. We've got both of those that we get to. The 27th will probably open one for that. Here we go. Because then we have, I want to say it's January 4th. I forget the exact day. That first Friday in January, we'll be having Sam Lange on to do it's annual now.
Champagne and French Fries Day.
Champagne and French Fries Day.
Yay.
And we think we're going to have it at Seasons, and we think we're going to have Daniel, the general manager at Seasons, on as well. We think we're going to have Tirridis. I still have to nail it down because Seasons has Tirridis by the glass.
Champagne.
It's not, but it's method
Champenois.
champenois, and I'm
But
gonna.
we need also champagne, a real champagne.
Yes, Sam's gonna bring one, and we're gonna bring one.
And there may be a surprise guest or two.
Yeah, possibly. Who could they be? Where are we now? January 1st. Also National Spumante Day on the 1st.
Spumante.
We did the 10th Champagne and French Fries Day. 22nd is National Wine Day. 27th is International Riesling Day. And the 28th is International Syrah Day. By the way, I'm also looking to find Anna Maria, who started the Champagne and French Fries Day. I've reached out to her.
I thought we talked to her last week.
We did not.
Or emailed with her.
We did.
Okay.
And so I followed up
Find
with
her
it.
on Instagram.
Is she? No, she's not active on Instagram.
Well, she was there last year.
Here's the deal. We're not going to let ruin this episode with that conversation because it's going nowhere. But we are looking on it. We could get back to back. And then we've got Open That Bottle Night, which I think we're going to try to find something fun to do there. It's 22nd. It's the last Saturday of February. Next week, a fun surprise. Another huge thanks to our sponsors today, CDA Gourmet and Eternal Wine. We forgot to mention, CDA Gourmet is open on Sundays. Gosh almighty.
Until Christmas.
Until Christmas. How did I miss that? It's on yours. Your notes say that.
Well, I wasn't looking.
Well, that's why I give you notes. With a little bit of knowledge, wine becomes a lot less overwhelming. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you next week when I think we're going to have a lady in red.
I hope so.
I hope so too. Have an awesome weekend.
Fa la la. What? Oh, fa la la.
Thank you for spending part of your day to wind down with Shelley and Phil. Remember, you can listen to any episode of the Wine Time Fridays podcast by visiting winetimefridays.com or wherever you get your podcasts. And join us on our Wine Time Fridays Facebook page, Instagram, or on Twitter, which is @VintageTweets, for daily conversation. Until next week, here's our toast to you. To health, wealth, abundance, gratitude, peace on earth, and of course, romance.
better to do that before we hit record.